Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. How are you? I hope all of you in good condition today. Today's lecture, I will explain about the index scale analysis that I have already sent to you. And I'll begin with the concept of what is index scale analysis. Index scale analysis is statistics tools for measuring opinion as well as perception on certain social phenomenon or activities. Suppose you want to explore the perception of young voters or the Pilkada, etc., and as well as the perception of students on service quality in certain institution, you can use the index scale analysis. Today, we will give you a practice with case study of the perception of IGOV students on administrative academic services in UMY. The indicators of quality services that we implemented here are: the first is responsiveness, second, responsibility, the third, assurance, and then the fourth, tangibles, and the fifth, equity. It is based on Parasuraman et al. In 1990. And then we arrange the instruments like that. There are 5 indicators. This should be operated with 5 statements like this. The first statement maybe is 1, the officer has served to the student responsively. The second, the officer has been responsible in serving to the students. The third, the officer has assured in serving to the students. And the fourth, the facilities for serving to the student are satisfied. And the fifth, there is no different treatment of the officer in quality service to the students. The answer will be 4 like this: strongly agree, agree, disagree, and strongly disagree on, or you can range in the 5th answer or 6th answer. Is as up to you. And then you have to determine the population and sampling. In this case, the population would be 25 students of IGOV batch 2020. So the sampling technique used here is population sampling. It means that the whole of students here will be the sample of the research. So all 25 students of IGOV batch 2020 will be the sample of the research. After that, we have already the data, the raw data from the research. Suppose like this, there are 35 students who respond to the research. The data is as follows. For aspect of responsiveness, there are 10 students that strongly agree to the statement. And then 15 students agree, 20 students choose fair, and 5 students choose strongly disagree, and then there are no students strongly disagree. So that there are 50 students. As well as on the second statement, there are 5 students stated that strongly agree, and then 10 students agree, 10 students fair, 15 students disagree, and 10 students strongly disagree. And we have to do what we have to yet That is the counting steps to index analyze. The steps would be the first, its response alternative should be weighted. The principle is better is bigger with. Strongly agree mean 5, agree mean 4, 5 fair equal 3, disagree equal 2, and strongly disagree equal 1. And then you should count the weight of each alternative, multiply with the frequency. And the final index count would be the sum of weighted alternative multiply the frequency and then divided by the number of respondents. So the operational example is like that. The index for the officer has certain the student responsively would be 10 multiply 5 plus 15 multiply 4, 20 multiply 3, 5 multiply 2, and all multiply 1. All of the sum of this multiplies would be divided by the number of students, like 50. So the index would be 180 divided by 50 equals to 3.60. Meanwhile, on the indicators of the officer has been responsible in serving the student, the index would be 135 divided by 50 equals to 2.7. It's like that. It's very, very easy. Other than that, to determine whether the service is satisfying or not, we should arrange the criteria. For example, we have 5 criteria here, which are height distinction, fair, poor, and very poor. The criteria would be on the mark of 1.00 to 1.80 for very poor, 181 to 2.60 to poor, 261 to 340 for fair, 3.41 until 4.20 to distinction, and then 4.21 to 5 to high distinction. So the conclusion is like that. We can show you about the aspect which consists of responsiveness and responsibility, and then index count 3.60 to 0.70, and the criteria for this index count 3.60 is between the range of 3.41 to 4.20. So we can conclude that for the responsiveness aspect is distinction. Meanwhile, for the responsibility aspect, which the count is 22.70, the criterion is between 2.61 to 3.40. So the conclusion from the responsibility aspect will be fair. So I think it's very easy, very easy material. So if there is any comment or any criticize about this, please give me to my WhatsApp. Thank you very much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.